Hey, we're here with, yeah, it's on. Yeah, hello, it's on. Is that thing on? Hello. Hey, we're here with John Reynolds Jr. and second in the feature tonight. Congratulations. Has one of the most unique race setups that I've ever seen. Tell us about your trailer.
How about the trailer?
I want to know about it.
Well,
first off, where'd you get the idea? I know a little of the background, but tell us, where'd this come from?
I had the thought in my head for a long time that, open trailers used to be the coolest thing around town. Kids could see the, cars on the way to the races. And the trailer was in really rough shape. We beat her up as much as we could over the years. And some of them panels were dented and the walls on the inside were all, messed up. And, we got to tearing it apart and we had it in the driveway all stripped, and I had the thought in my back of my mind. I just wanted to see it, whether it was stripped and see through it, And I thought, yep, that's what we're going to do. Instead of getting sheet metal, we're going to get lac sand. So we went along with that, ripped all the inside of the walls out, replaced all the floor, thanks to Colin Metals, one of our major sponsors, for helping us out with a lot of materials with that. But it was a fun project last summer. It took all summer, but we finally got it all together for short track, and, people love it.
I remember when you came through the gates, and it was, people were just like, oh my God, that is so cool. What's really cool about it is he's got colored lights on the inside.
Yeah.
So when the fluorescents are off, he's got colored lights. It's really cool. It's really cool. What kind of reaction do you get sitting at a stoplight and a little kid in a car that looks out and sees your race car in this trailer?
Well, we literally got the trailer done at short track Thursday, right? Took the day off work to finally get everything done. Worked on it all day, and I had it in my mind I was just going to time it perfect. We were going to skip practice Thursday night just to leave the house in time to get out here just as the sun went down, right? And we had them lights on, going down for the maiden voyage, you know what I mean? And people, man, down 173, when we got it side by side, people were stopping or looking, and really so neat. Cool. So we pulled in right as it was dark. It was cool.
It's so cool. It's so cool to see, and it's really neat. Now, 10 years. We see you got on your car 10 years Driver X. So tell us what the Driver X is all about.
Well, 10 years ago we got an opportunity to have 104.9 WXRX, a rock station here in Rockford, the best rock station, by the way, to sponsor us, right? So me and Greg were talking about it over lunch one day, about how we're going to work out the radio sponsorship and everything, and what we needed to do. And a couple of beers in a Sharpie and a napkin, we drew up this idea of putting a big X on the side of the car, because originally, my number was 10 anyway. So, okay. So it was just it was a match made in heaven, you know what I mean? So we did that, and right away people took to it. We had kids just loving it, and then the first time we had won with it, just out of the blue, when I got out of the car, I stood up and gave a big X to the fans, and man, it took off after that. Then we had little kids doing it.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It was cool.
It's going to be quite the year, 10 years Driver X, and it looks fast. It looks freaky fast.
Yeah, it's not too bad. We're probably one spring change away. We took big swings coming into the night and worked on it hard tonight. Really happy with the way we ran the feature. Mikey, it was a fun race. It had been awesome for the fans to watch that. So me and Mikey are best friends, and the way we race each other, like that with so much respect.
It's hard, but it's clean.
But so hard, and so to the edge. I mean, we're side by side. Nobody could keep up with us. You know what I'm saying? So it had been a good show.
I don't know how many laps you guys went side by side, toe to toe. Enough for me to walk out and stand in the X and take shot after shot of you guys crossing the start-finish line, because I'm waiting for one of you to have the lead. Yeah. And it had to be 8-10 laps you guys ran just side by side.
Yeah, I thought there for a while we were going to be able to hold him off, but he got us in the end. But we'll see how it tapers out in the next few weeks. Well,
it's going to be a great season. You're off to a great start, and appreciate you letting us come down here and telling us about the trailer. It is the talk of the pits. When you go around, you hear people go, "Did you see that trailer down there?" It's really cool. So, thanks, hey, thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
You guys are doing a great job.
All right. Thanks a lot. Go. All right, so we had a big treat tonight here at Rockford Speedway. The Illini Midgets race series was here with us tonight. It's a traveling series. Where were you guys last night?
Actually, this is our first event for this season.
Oh, okay, so you're kicking off. Okay,
Yep.
so, and then you go to where next?
Next week is South Bend, Indiana.
Okay. Usually the same guys running together, or do people come on and drop off? And
Usually there's more cars. There's a couple other conflicts, and I think there's some other dirt races and some other stuff tonight that probably brought the car count down a little bit tonight. So.
Okay. Well, we're here with Scott Carner,
Yep.
and won the feature tonight in a midget car. And I wanted to ask Scott a couple of questions about the difference between this and a wing sprint. So what's the difference? Obviously the size.
Size, these cars are a little bit smaller. Weight-wise, they're probably relatively close, but these are 4-cylinder engines as opposed to the V8s that are in a sprint car. Plus, these engines that we're running right now are production-based 4-cylinder engines.
What kind of speeds do you get?
Here we're probably upper 80s, 90 miles an hour. Grundy County Speedway, third mile oval, we're just under 100 miles an hour at the end of the straightaways there.
How fast have you had it?
Probably about that. We had a couple races last year at Grundy, and we have a couple more this year. So,
wow, that's fast. It's sitting just a few inches off the ground, and because when I was standing at the top of the ramp when you guys went in to practice, I was listening, and some of these were scraping bottom, going over the top of the ramp. So I know you're low to the ground. There was another question I had. When they start you guys, they push you over the wall, you go down, you stop, but we have to have somebody behind you to get you started. Why is that?
the cars don't have a transmission and they do not have a clutch. They just have a simple, either it's in gear or out of gear mechanism that's in the rear end. And when they go to, before they push start us, they'll rock us back and forth to make sure we engage that so it drives. And that's why they have to push start us to begin with.
So there's no shifting or anything. It's just step on the gas and away she goes.
Yep, one speed, go fast.
That is amazing, amazing. Well, we want to get down and just congratulate you on your win, and thanks for coming to Rockford Speedway and bringing the guys here and racing. Fans have a great time, and really appreciate it, Scott. Thank you so much.
Thank you
All
for
right.
the interview.
You betcha. Now, you also said that you race another car other than a Sprint. You
Yep,
race
I've got a super late model.
Super late, and where do you race that at?
At Grundy.
Okay.
Yep.
Great. All right. So those of you that are around Grundy, be sure you stop down and say hi to Scott. Thanks
Thank
a
you.
lot.
Thank you.
All right. This is a great trophy. I just love it. You got it? Hey, we're going to finish out our night tonight down here with Brent Garnhart, the #1 Roadrunner. Took a trophy dash tonight. Just one of my favorite trophies. So tell me a little bit about the car. How's it handling this year?
She's actually handling really good, surprisingly, since it's a new car to me. She's got a lot of power, and she's very, very... She's on a rail.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good deal. All right. And who's standing behind you
This
here?
is my crew chief and my pretty much my brother, Austin Hawkins.
Yep.
Been
You do,
friends since we were about 10.
About 10 years.
So what's a crew chief do?
Check lug nuts, tire pressures, pretty much anything that's wrong with the car. Help out, fix it, get it ready for the next race.
So if he tells you he wants something and you don't think it should be that way, do you get to tell him, no, I don't think that's the way it is, or do you just do
We
it?
kind of get to an agreement and figure out a middle for it.
Yeah?
So,
Yeah?
yeah.
But if push comes to shove, who do you go with?
The driver, he's the one in the car, so
Okay.
if he takes what I say into consideration, then we're good.
Great. So you got a lot of hours in this over the winter, and
Well, I picked up the car in February, the end of February, beginning of March. Just doing little things, put the seat in, stuff like that. You change the oil, everything.
Yep.
Richie Schinderling did a great job keeping this car pretty much the way he ran it. So I just had to adjust to the way it handled.
So I knew what car this was. I thought I knew what car it was. So this is a former Roadrunner.
Yes, sir.
Was run by Richie Schinderling.
Yes, sir.
which was stinking fast last year. And is it same motor and everything?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. Everything's the same that Richie had on it, except for 2 new right side tires and a seat.
Great. So after a race is over, you hang around down here. What do you do during the week on it? Do you tweak on it, or you just kind of, it's fast enough, you're going to let it go?
Pretty much that, and then, you know, about Thursday, Friday, we go down to the shop. My sponsor, LJW, lets me park their car over there, Steve Dover over there. And we go down there, put it up on the lift, and nut and bolt it, make sure she's good for Saturday.
Well, great. All right, well, congratulations on the Trophy Dash tonight.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. And that's all we're going to do tonight from Rockford Speedway. On behalf of Kyle, our videographer, there you have it.